Two trucks, two 5.7-liter V8 engines, 200,000 miles each, and a comparison that has been generating passionate debate in the truck community for nearly 2 decades. The Ram 1500 with the 5.7 Hemi, the Toyota Tundra with the 5.7 iForce V8, both named 5.7, both full-size half-ton trucks at similar price points, both with ownership communities that will defend their chosen engine with remarkable conviction, and both with dramatically different engineering philosophies, different block materials, different valvetrain designs, different cylinder deactivation approaches, and different maintenance sensitivities that produce very different outcomes when the odometer rolls past 200,000 miles. My name is Mark, 20 years working on both platforms in the same shop. I have seen both engines at every milestone, 50,000, 100,000, and 200,000 miles and beyond. I know what breaks on each one, when it breaks, and what the owner did differently on the trucks that went the distance versus the ones that presented expensive problems before they got there. Today I am giving you the complete honest picture, the comparison that neither Ram nor Toyota's marketing will ever produce for you. Let's get into it. The engineering difference. Two 5.7s that share almost nothing. The shared displacement is where the similarity between these two engines ends. Understanding the fundamental engineering differences between them explains almost everything that happens to each at high mileage. The Ram 1500's engines use a cast iron block for durability, while the Tundra's 5.7 dual overhead cam V8 uses an aluminum block. Aluminum engine blocks are more prone to warp and crack at high temperatures than cast iron. The Hemi is a pushrod V8, 2 valves per cylinder, a single camshaft in the block, and traditional American V8 architecture that prioritizes low-end torque production and mechanical simplicity. Cast iron block, proven pushrod valvetrain. The multi-displacement system that deactivates 4 cylinders during light-load highway driving to improve fuel economy, adding mechanical complexity that the Toyota does not have. The Toyota iForce 5.7 is a dual overhead cam V8, a sophisticated 4-valve per cylinder design with aluminum block construction and variable valve timing on the intake camshaft. It is a high-revving engine by truck standards, producing its peak power higher in the RPM range than the Hemi and delivering its torque in a broader, flatter curve that the Tundra's ownership community consistently praises for its driving character. The Ram 1500's optional 5.7 V8 produces 9 more horsepower, 390 versus 381, and 6 pound-feet more torque than the Tundra's optional 5.7 dual overhead cam V8. Two different philosophical approaches to the same displacement figure. The Hemi prioritizes American V8 character and low-end torque delivery through a proven pushrod architecture. The iForce prioritizes peak refinement and high RPM capability through a more complex overhead cam design. And at 200,000 miles, those philosophical differences produce very different ownership stories. The Hemi at 200,000 miles, the complete picture. The Hemi's documented high-mileage story is one of the most well-established in the truck ownership community, and it is also one of the most specifically maintenance-dependent of any truck engine in the current market. The Hemi tick, the rhythmic cold start tapping that is the most discussed Hemi reliability concern in the Ram community, is not a design defect. It is an oil maintenance outcome. The hydraulic roller lifters in the Hemi's valvetrain maintain their preload against the cam lobes through oil pressure. When oil quality and viscosity are correctly maintained at the correct interval, those lifters operate silently and maintain zero valve clearance precisely as engineered. When oil has been run past its service life or at an insufficient quality level, the lifter's hydraulic circuit does not maintain full pressurization on cold starts, producing the tick that signals the beginning of a wear accumulation process. The MDS system adds the critical complication. The multi-displacement system lifters, the solenoid-controlled lifters on the deactivating cylinders, are mechanically more complex than the standard lifters and significantly more sensitive to oil quality and pressure consistency. Ram 1500 5.7 liter. Hemi problems with cam and lifter failures are the primary concern on the 1500 series. The owners in the Ram community with 200,000-mile Hemis that still run cleanly, that still sound like they did when they left the factory, are overwhelmingly owners who change their oil every 5,000 miles with quality, full synthetic from the beginning of the truck's life. Not the ones who trusted the oil monitor to its maximum interval suggestion. Not the ones who ran conventional oil because they assumed the Hemi's cast iron block and pushrod architecture gave it tolerance margins. The iForce's aluminum block does not have. At 200,000 miles, the Hemi that arrives in strong condition is the most maintained one, not necessarily the luckiest one. And the Hemi that presents lifter failures, cam lobe wear, and MDS solenoid problems at 120,000 miles is almost always the one whose service history shows intervals that were too long and oil quality that was too low. I've owned a 2019 Ram and it went 160,000 miles with no problems. That owner's experience, consistent with thousands of similar reports in the Ram community, is the norm for Hemis that receive the oil maintenance they require. It is not exceptional. It is the expected outcome of a correctly maintained Hemi engine. The Toyota iForce at 200,000 miles, the complete picture. The Toyota 5.7-liter iForce V8 has a high mileage reputation that the Toyota ownership community will defend with statistics, forum posts, and personal testimony that is genuinely impressive in its consistency and its scale. Toyota just makes a great vehicle. Their quality control at the factory is the best. That owner sentiment, repeated across thousands of Tundra ownership reviews across multiple decades and multiple generations of the platform, reflects a genuine manufacturing quality consistency that Toyota has built into the iForce's production process. The iForce's aluminum block design is worth addressing directly, because the cast iron versus aluminum block debate is one of the most persistent arguments in the Ram versus Tundra community and one of the most frequently overstated. An aluminum block that is properly maintained with the correct coolant chemistry at the correct service interval does not warp or crack under normal truck use conditions. Aluminum block warping is the outcome of overheating events, sustained high-temperature operation above the engine's designed thermal operating range that stresses the aluminum beyond its tolerance. An iForce that has never been overheated and that has been maintained with the correct OAT coolant at the correct service interval does not present the block warping vulnerability that the cast iron advantage argument suggests. The iForce's overhead cam design produces its own specific high-mileage maintenance requirement. The timing chain that drives both overhead camshafts is a long and load-bearing chain that requires consistent oil quality to maintain its tensioning and lubrication. iForce timing chain stretch on high-mileage examples, producing a rattle on cold start that most Toyota owners initially mistake for a less significant issue, is almost universally documented on trucks that extended their oil change intervals or that ran lower quality oil than the engine's chain tensioners and guide rails require. At 200,000 miles, the iForce that arrives in strong condition is the truck with clean, Toyota-specified OAT coolant, consistent synthetic oil at the correct interval, and a cooling system that was never allowed to run into the temperature range that tests aluminum block tolerances. The iForce that presents cooling system complications and timing. Chain concerns at high mileage is the one whose maintenance history shows the gaps that produced those outcomes. The head-to-head what 200,000 miles actually reveals. Here is the honest, direct comparison that the ownership data supports when both engines are evaluated at the 200,000 mile mark. On engine architecture simplicity, the Hemi's pushrod design has fewer valvetrain components than the iForce's dual overhead cam design. Fewer components means fewer things that can wear, more independent mechanics who are familiar with every failure mode, and lower parts cost when service is required. The Hemi's mechanical simplicity is a genuine high-mileage advantage for owners in markets where independent Ram specialists are accessible. On block material real-world outcomes, the cast iron versus aluminum debate is less significant in real-world high-mileage outcomes than the form argument suggests. Both blocks survive 200,000 miles without structural issues in correctly maintained examples. The aluminum block vulnerability is a theoretical concern that becomes a real one only in trucks with cooling system neglect or overheating history. On MDS complexity, this is the Hemi's most significant high-mileage disadvantage relative to the iForce. The iForce does not have a cylinder deactivation system. It does not have MDS solenoids. It does not have the specific lifter design that the Hemi's MDS requires. The failure mode that accounts for the majority of significant Hemi repair bills between 80,000 and 200,000 miles simply does not exist in the iForce's valvetrain architecture. Owners who want to eliminate the Hemi's primary high-mileage failure mode can do so through an MDS delete, approximately $800 to $2,000 with a supporting tune. But that is an additional cost and an additional decision that iForce owners never face. On annual repair costs, the Ram 1500 costs $788 each year in repair expenses at RepairPal's documented rate, while the Toyota Tundra comes in consistently below that figure in RepairPal's reliability rankings, a difference that compounds meaningfully over a 200,000-mile ownership period. On the what actually breaks first comparison at 200,000 miles, the Hemi's MDS lifters and cam lobes are the components most consistently associated with the first significant repair on high-mileage Ram 1500s. The iForce's timing chain guides and chain tensioners are the components most consistently associated with the first significant repair on high-mileage Tundras. Both of these are oil maintenance outcomes. Both can be prevented with consistent correct interval synthetic oil changes from the beginning of the truck's life. The result? That shocked us, and the condition attached to it. The result at 200,000 miles is this. The Toyota iForce 5.7 has a meaningful reliability advantage over the Ram Hemi 5.7 in the hands of the average owner. Not because the iForce is a dramatically better engine, not because the Hemi is a poorly engineered one, but because the iForce does not have the MDS system, whose failure represents the Hemi's most expensive and most common high-mileage repair category. The simplicity advantage of not having cylinder deactivation, even though the iForce achieves that simplicity through an aluminum block overhead cam design that carries its own specific maintenance requirements, produces a more forgiving high-mileage profile for the Tundra in real-world ownership data. The qualifier that changes everything. Both engines are capable of 200,000 miles and significantly beyond in the hands of owners who maintain them correctly. The iForce's advantage is its tolerance margin. It is more forgiving of the slightly extended interval, the slightly lower quality oil, and the ownership imperfection that real-world truck ownership inevitably produces. The Hemi's disadvantage is its sensitivity. The MDS system's demand for consistent high-quality oil at the correct interval is less forgiving of the ownership imperfection that the same miles accumulate. The Hemi at 200,000 miles with 5,000-mile full synthetic oil changes and a documented service history is one of the most characterful and most capable truck engines in the history of the American pickup. The iForce at 200,000 miles with Toyota-specified coolant and consistent synthetic oil is one of the most quietly impressive demonstrations of sustained reliability that the truck market has ever produced. Both are genuinely remarkable engines. The data at 200,000 miles gives the iForce a reliability edge. The ownership experience along the way gives the Hemi a character advantage that the data does not capture, and that nobody who has spent time behind a Hemi at full throttle would argue against. The winner at 200,000 miles is the maintained one, regardless of which badge is on the tailgate. Two 5.7-liter V8 engines, 200,000 miles each. One comparison that the real-world data makes clearer than either ownership community usually admits. The iForce's simpler valve train without MDS produces a more forgiving, high-mileage profile in average ownership conditions. The Hemi's cast-iron block pushrod architecture produces an engine with more mechanical character and more accessible independent service, but one that demands more consistent oil maintenance to keep its MDS system out of the repair category that represents its most documented vulnerability. Drop a comment below telling us which engine is in your truck right now and how many miles you have on it. Ram and Tundra owners both, we want the real numbers from this community. Save this video, share it with every truck owner you know who has been in this debate. Subscribe for more head-to-head truck comparisons and everything the spec sheets never tell you. New video every week. We will see you in the next one.